So my name is James Armstrong III, and I'm the President and CEO of Builders of Hope Community Development Corporation. We are a community development corporation that has existed for the past 20 years. And within those 20 years, we've built over 500 homes, primarily in the communities of West Dallas, South Dallas, Pleasant Grove, and parts of the southern sector. So at our core, we are affordable home builder. And what we believe is that giving someone a home, it allows them to have economic mobility. I often tell people that we are an economic mobility center. We focus on giving someone an asset, which is a home, so that they can break the chains of poverty, break the cycle of poverty in their family. Our mission is to build urban affordable housing for all. So we build affordable housing, which is a relative term, for incomes that as low as $25,000 to income as high as $80,000. Our core values are housing and rehab, economic development, and financial literacy. So we believe that part of economic mobility is equipping families with the necessary knowledge to improve their credit, to learn what a house is, more than just bricks and sticks. It's an asset, and how to build wealth. We also are heavily involved in community engagement. So when we go out and build homes, we're not just putting down a home, but we are getting involved in the local neighborhood association. We're giving out community grants. We're really meeting the community at their need. It's always a challenging market to provide housing to individuals who normally can't qualify. And so going into disinvested communities like West Dallas, South Dallas, and Pleasant Grove, what you're dealing with is property values are not as high as other areas in our city. And that's one of the greatest obstacles that we have, is that for so long, these communities have not been developed. They have not been given the attention that they need. And so when we get there, the property value is typically a lot lower than it should, to the point to where we often build and the price for building, which is the cost of the home, far exceeds the sales price of the home. And so you automatically create a gap of where you have the cost to build is higher than the sales price. And so we look for ways to leverage, we look for ways to fill that gap through the city and other subsidies, so that we can get a family into a home at an affordable price. So our mission and our goal is to be a statewide leader in affordable housing. That requires us stepping outside of the box, doing some of the things that our city hasn't seen yet, some of the innovative and unique affordable housing solutions that have not been introduced to our market. We seek to be a leader. We seek to be on the cutting edge. We look to be just an advocate for affordable housing in our city. Short-term goal really is to build more affordable housing, right? One of the differences between us and other CDCs is that we build communities, where we don't just build homes, we build communities. And when I say that, that really means is that we build subdivisions. We go out and we build 10, 20, 50, even sometimes 80 homes at a time, along with infill development. And so our goal, our overarching goal, is to create communities. We believe that when we build stronger communities, we're building a stronger city. So a number of different ways, starting with the architecture. I have an idea of bringing back the shotgun homes to West Dallas and South Dallas. These are homes that have traditionally been in African-American communities. If you go to New Orleans, you'll see these homes. They're kind of narrow homes with a wide porch. And my dream is really to bring that back, that concept back to communities like West Dallas Another innovative tool is community land trusts. It's actually creating a system whereby individuals can buy the home without buying the land, thereby creating a lower price for their home. So there are a number of different tools. Some are at the municipal level, some are at the state level, but there are a number of different tools that we can put into play that would bring the price of homes down. Part of our mission is to either go into a neighborhood and revitalize the neighborhood, or go into the neighborhood and sustain the neighborhood. So areas that we do a sustainability play are areas like West Dallas. These are areas that are going through a rapid pace of gentrification, and oftentimes people think gentrification is a scary word. I actually think that if done right, it could benefit the neighborhood. But we go into areas that gentrification has happened to the point that where displacement has happened. And whenever gentrification gets to the point of displacement, that's when you know that it's uncontrolled and that there needs to be large measures done to make sure that it doesn't destroy the neighborhood. And so we'll go into communities like West Dallas and build infill housing at an affordable price. And then we will also do things like home repair to stabilize the current home ownership in the area. For revitalization, we would go into areas like Pleasant Grove or Far East Dallas. We have a project called Chariot Village, which is our workforce housing program, where we're inviting teachers and civic workers and servicemen and women to come back to the city of Dallas and live in the urban core and beautiful, well-organized neighborhoods like Buckner Terrace. Involvement, you don't have to buy a house from Builders of Hope to be involved. Again, we believe in supporting the local neighborhood associations. We're more than just a home builder. We're more than just a construction company. We're more than just real estate developers. We believe in strengthening the local neighborhood association because, again, we believe that if you strengthen the local neighborhood association, you're building a stronger city. So the future of Builders of Hope includes extending our portfolio. Traditionally, we have only dealt with single-family affordable homes. We would like to get into multifamily. We would like to diversify our portfolio by including some of those things and really seek ways that we can further provide economic mobility to families who have been in poverty for generations. At the beginning, Builders of Hope focused in West Dallas. At that time, the median income in West Dallas was between $5,000 to $10,000. Property values were below $50,000. The poverty rate was almost at 55%. So this was a community that needed investment. And because West Dallas wasn't annexed into the city until the late 50s, you had deplorable streets, you had water systems that were not intact. You really dealt with a community that was almost like it wasn't part of the city of Dallas. You would think that it was something that was part of a far country town. And so when we went into West Dallas, you didn't have a lot of what you see today. And a lot of credit should go to those who lead community development corporations, because we are the ones that go into communities when they are not attractive. When the property value is dismal, we're still dealing with high crime, we're still dealing with high poverty rates, and our goal is to build up the community. I promise you, there would not be a Trinity Groves if there wasn't a Builders of Hope 10 years before. We went in and we built homes, dealing with some of those same issues like crime and low property values. But we went in and built subdivisions, built infill lots, and we bettered the neighborhood by increasing affordable homes. And the landscape in Dallas has changed quite a bit. And so what we're seeing is that the land value in areas like West Dallas is too expensive for us to build affordable homes. And so we're going into areas like Far East Dallas and areas like Pleasant Grove and building affordable homes there to attract families back to Dallas. are currently preparing to build over 50 homes in the next 2 years. And so if anyone is interested in living in areas like West Dallas and South Dallas, interested in being part of our revitalization plan, I encourage them to check out our website at www.buildersofhopecdc.com or email info@buildersofhopecdc.com. Many people ask me, how did you get involved? I have a banking background, so my background is banking and finance. And many people ask, how do you get into the home development business? How do you start building affordable homes? And I tell them, get started somewhere in their local community. Get involved. A lot of times we live in a community, we go off to college and we get our degrees, and then we go out and live in the suburbs. But what would happen if we came back and build our community? You're seeing some sort of renaissance in Oak Cliff where individuals are refusing to live down in downtown Dallas and refusing to live in Plano and Garland, but they're coming back to Oak Cliff and coming back to West Dallas and saying, I want to buy up the neighborhood that raised me. And if we are going to see a huge transition in these neighborhoods, we're gonna have to have an insurgence of individuals coming back to the neighborhood and saying, I'm not gonna sell grandma's house, I'm not gonna sell mama's house, I'm gonna actually come back and I'm gonna fix the house up and I'm gonna live in this house and I'm gonna buy other properties, I'm gonna buy other land, and I'm gonna create the community that I once lived in all over again.